I'd like to tell you a story about a great rabbi named Rabbi Chaim Ozer Grudzinski. He was the chief rabbi of Vilna, and he passed away in August of 1940. He was known far and wide for his brilliance and his big heart. This story shows both. There was a long line the night of Passover, right before people's Passover Seder. They were in the synagogue and they lined up to greet the rabbi and wish him well. He looked at everybody, smiled at them, and wished them a beautiful Passover. In the middle of the line, a man comes up to the rabbi and whispers into his ear, "Rabbi, there's absolutely nothing for my family and me to eat in the house. I was too embarrassed to ask anybody for charity, and I'd be mortified to have to go to somebody's house, but I needed to tell you there's nothing in the house." Suddenly the rabbi is standing in front of these hundreds of people, and he has to think, how do I help this man? And how do I do it in a way that preserves his dignity? He had a flash of brilliant insight, and he realized that many of the other people in line were asking him questions about Jewish law. If he could only make this man sound like he had just asked a question of Jewish law, he might just be able to save his dignity. And suddenly he said to the man out loud, "I'm terribly sorry, but the food that you prepared is not kosher." And everybody gasped. The man made a mistake in his kitchen. He must have mixed something milk and meat. Poor guy. So one after the other, people came up to this man, clapped him on the shoulder, and said, "You know, I'm really sorry. The same thing once happened to me. Don't worry about it. I'll bring you 2 pieces of chicken." Next guy comes and says, "Yeah, it happened to me plenty of times. Yeah, kitchens, you know how they are. I'll give you a pot of cooked potatoes." And a third guy said, "I have tzimmus, sweet carrots." And by the time the man left the shul, 10 people had promised to bring him all kinds of food, and they did. They went to their house, and they brought the man food. It wasn't charity. It wasn't a handout. And his dignity was preserved by the quick thinking of the rabbi. As we celebrate Passover with our families, let us keep in mind those who are unfortunate and cannot afford a Passover Seder of their own. Let's try to help them provide for themselves. God has taught us through His Torah that it is so important to help our fellow man. People like Rabbi Grudzinski have shown that even when helping others, we always have to keep their dignity in mind. Thank you.